Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our Multiblock Madness series. I'm just crafting up an ender tank because in order to get our midnight ingots, we're going to have to put that in the shadow condenser, but that unfortunately requires the beneath, so I can't just place the items in. I am trying to decide how I want to go about doing this. And since we obviously have no AE in the beneath, thinking maybe ender chest and piping the stuff in and then pulling the stuff back out. I need 8 of those. So that's kind of what I was thinking, like an interface on a thing, and do that. Now, do I have rows? We'll just do be like 1 red. Now I'll attach this to, yeah, I'll put this on the vat that is producing that, and then this will probably be missing like kind of underneath. Yeah, there's plenty of channels over here. So I need a interface. And what else do we need? I also need to set up one more. I think we're going to need tons of these ingots is what, yeah, because that's required in these catalysts, and you need lots of these catalysts for stuff. Also, I need to be getting Supremium. There is quite a few loot fabricators I need to set up, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. These both give 2. This should, Ender Dragon should give like 4 or something. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get more of those. 4. Alright, is there a block form, or is it just... No, it's literally just the ingot. Alright, so I guess we'll just do... a small one. No, I'll do a big one, because I need to... I'll need to conduit out the items, and I'm gonna have to put a filter on. I just realized, otherwise it's just gonna pull out the stuff I put in. So basically, just want it to midnight ingot. Kind of annoying that doesn't. You can't do that with the the bookmarks. Yeah, alright. So that is that. And we'll throw that in there. And then Ender Tank is right here. I think I can just do... Right, that works from the side, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, so that's good. I think we are all good here. Sugar... No. Are we good on sugar? I think we are. Yeah. I have that auto crafting. We got our wither, skeleton skulls. Back here, we are chugging along. I did set the polymer clay. I totally forgot that There are multiple recipes for the polymer. I just happened to set it up for the Spectre ingots, but as I was looking at that, until we get like orichalcum auto crafting, or not auto crafting, until we get that like the ore, like an infinite, that just uses way too much. So I just switched it back down to iron at this point. We just have massive amounts of iron. I think I have like, I don't know. Okay, not massive amounts, but we have like 1100, and I'm getting more all the time. So, all right, we got that. We got that. Do I have everything for one midnight ingot? Right, empowered. I need to do a recipe for that. No, not that. That. We have a recipe for that. I don't have a recipe for the single one that we need. All right, so that should be, yes. Let's go ahead and head to the beneath. I almost called it the end. That sound always cracks me up whenever I spawn in, because it's right in my ear. Okay, so item input is there. Item output is there. Fluid is back here. I guess we'll just do... That's clay. I actually need clay. Correct. There we go. We got our Dew of the Void in there. And we will, I guess we'll just go underneath it. Because I'm just gonna have to... I'll just have to... This is the output, right? Yeah, small output. Actually, no, yeah, that's right. Come on. Ooh, I also need one on there. I may need a filter on that, actually. No, I don't need a filter. Change that. Extract brown. Insert on green. Oh, did I? Yeah, I was like, because I placed that. Right, so extract on green, insert on brown. Yep, I think that should do it. All right, now I do need... I don't know. I have no idea. Did I build this? Oh, I actually managed to build this in the center of a chunk. I am so bad about never looking at the chunks when I... So I only need that. Right? Yeah. Chunk loaded. That should work. And this doesn't... Yeah, this doesn't require power. If I remember. There is no power input on it. Alright. So in theory... I should be able to autocraft midnight ingots at this point. I have no idea. I have heard that goes pretty slow. But let's just double check everything works. Did I do something wrong? I must have. What did I do? I forgot to do that. Actually, I should do the same thing on this. Let's do red is just so much easier to see. So extract on red. Green. Yeah, there we go. Forgot to do this, but that is why I wanted to make sure everything was working. There we go. All right. So power. All right, they're staying full, which is, I wasn't sure if these would actually be able to keep that full. That should pull out. That should go. Ah, wait, didn't I? Hold on, didn't I set that to extract on brown? Oh, duh. I actually don't need a filter on there. I could just have it insert brown. All right, let's try that again. No! It won't let me put it on it. Ah. All right, there we go. So it should have put that in there. I obviously didn't see that. It happened probably too quick. Let's go see if this is working. It is working. And as we can see, it is very slow. I don't know if you can upgrade the speed. I feel like someone had mentioned that you can upgrade the speed on these. Maybe the structure frames or something like that. That's the only thing on here that I can see that would tell me that it could be. Well, these are already, or maybe the structure frames. I don't know. I'll have to look that up because I swear someone had mentioned on my Discord or in a comment that this can be sped up, but I could be wrong. Because yeah, that is slow. And there we go. That should put that in there. And it looks like it got pulled out and should be in my A system. All right, cool. Oops, wrong one. I have two entrances now because I moved the thing. And there we go. There is our first midnight ingot. Definitely the most complicated one yet. Well, the multi-block was definitely the most complicated. We do get a second ingot from that. All right, cool. So the Elite Assembly Machine, I think this may be even more complicated. Discharge lamp. Tungsten filament. All right, that's not that bad. That's not that bad anymore. We have 87,000 lithium crystals. I was just looking in here and we got tons. But I think that is kind of the next multi-block we're going to be doing, I think, because I want to get the fabricator going, but as we know, oops, wrong one. This requires the elite assembly machine. This isn't even a difficult recipe, it's just that multi-block is no joke. So, I guess, yeah, the structure frames. I'm not going to be able to do these for at the moment. I could look into crafting up manually the shards that we need. Let me just put all these. Yeah, we have those. So these can be done in, oh, fission irradiator. I have no idea what. I don't know if that's a multi-block or is that a single block. I actually don't know. We're kind of getting into, what's that mod? QMD or whatever? Is that the... Oh, there's the irradiator. I have a feeling that is a big multi-block. So, what to do? Okay, so I decided that I do want to kind of start getting into the Nuclearcraft and the quantum, what, QMD, whatever it's called, quantum Minecraft dynamics. It does sound like it's really complicated, but it does sound pretty cool. But before I started doing that, I did want to get a lot of my resources more automated than they were. So I have gone ahead and almost fully automated getting the simulation chamber and the loot fabricator. There's a couple items on them that I can't, or I haven't done yet. For example, like the... no, I have done these. The circuit board. Yes, this circuit board thing in the loot fabricators is really annoying. It's an engineer's workbench. There is a multi-block that you can do to automate this stuff, but I decided I was just going to craft up a bunch of these. So I crafted up 10 of those, so that should last me for a while. But that is mostly done, and I'm going to keep expanding, as we can see. And I've done a few different things here. One, we're going to need just lots and lots of redstone. So I have a witch one, and it's going to get better as we level up to self-aware. But yeah, that is producing redstone. I just have it underneath, so it's kind of, I kind of liked how they all look the same kind of thing. So, oh, I just realized I don't have a storage bus on there. So I just kind of put it down there. It's being piped out from the bottom. So I got redstone going. I have dragon scales over here. I have supremium essence on that one, and I have ender pearls here, so a whole bunch of different stuff. I think I have tin ingots in this one. We just go through thousands of these ingots for these structure frames, so I'm going to continue crafting up those as I need them. And yeah, I'm going to also continue upgrading the environmental miner to get the better ores and faster. But as we can see right now, I am just waiting on some tin ingots. That is, you need so much of this, so I figured let's get this automated. I could probably, with the amount that we need, this only holds 16 stacks. I could probably do the same, and I will throw a drawer underneath as well. That's right, I don't have those fully automated. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have been doing so far. So I'm going to continue working on that. I've got a lot of... I've moved these around a bit. I've added more interfaces to get beryllium. I have my wire mill finally connected. Got tired of doing that manually. And I got blank runes. automated there. So lots of things I'm just finally getting around to automating. The biggest thing is I don't have all my ores fully automated yet. Mostly because I haven't decided how I want to do them. I do think I'm going to send them all through here. I think one issue is some ores use a different level, but I don't know. When I get this fully set up, I think I'm going to send them through here. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a fun mod. But yeah, so let me just finish getting this stuff done. I want to get these structure frames going. And yeah, I will just continue upgrading this. I don't know if I'm going to keep showing me upgrading it, but that is something I'm working on the side. Okay, so as I was crafting up the last of the connectors, we started running into a problem, and that is because we are burning too much fuel to support everything, which I knew was coming relatively soon. So our generator, which I've kept expanding to produce more and more power, we're now up to 89,000 RF per tick, since the super alloy is actually pretty easy to get now. And we were burning through our diesel and our gasoline faster than this thing could produce it. So you may hear a funny noise, and that is underneath. I have gone ahead and set up a ethylene setup. I need to throw a couple muffler in that, but really simple, and it's almost a little too simple, to be honest, for the amount of power we get. Basically, I just have a crusher with melon slices, made a couple recipes for that, and we're getting this from Nature Essence, which we are farming. So that's producing biofuel. And then I just have an electrolytic separator with some water, infinite water going into it to produce the hydrogen. Water also going into there. I have done this setup before to get the plastic, but I figured I would just show it off. It is producing substrate, which is going right in there. I don't really need this at the moment, but I figured why not store a bunch of it just in case. I do have a void thing on it, and that's producing ethylene. I don't even need to condense it down into liquid form. This gas intake valve apparently is converting it. I don't know. This is gas coming out of here. This is in a gas tube, as we can see, but as when I connected to the gas turbine, it turned it into liquid ethylene. So yeah, we are burning, as we can see, 35,000 RF per tick is only 9 millibuckets per second. And I don't even have speed upgrades on this. I can speed this way up, which I probably will. And yeah, I did have to turn off all my loot things because a couple of these, I think the dragon one, yeah, this is 6,000, almost 7,000 RF. So I was actually burning through quite a lot, especially when I tried to do the assembly line with a 50,000 RF per tick recipe. It was just, it was too much for my system, so I figured let's go ahead and upgrade. So let me turn that back on. This should get all this going again. Yep, there we go. And there we go, 67,000 RF per tick we're producing, and we're just fluctuating 19 millibuckets per tick. So yeah, that's we're barely even burning anything. So yeah, I just figured I would show that. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but I got one for iron ingots as well. I think I may actually, I'll leave this one, but I'm going to do a gold one. Basically all the polymer, since we know I switched that recipe to iron. Yeah, I burned through all that iron really quick. So I had almost no iron left. So I decided if I'm going to do that iron, For the polymer, I need to have a better supply, at least until we get our higher tier things. But I may switch that to gold. There is one for gold ingots, and that is a pristine twilight swamp. I don't have this one yet. Lily pad's easy to get. But I don't have that one yet. I may set that up. I may also set a slime up for copper. Just getting all my resources done. Also, gone ahead and finally connected my void miner. I don't know if the chest is actually necessary, or I don't know if I can actually just pull directly out of that. I actually don't know. But you may notice I have a whole array of drawers, and these are all the ores that we're getting out of it. I figured, let's get organized here, because this thing unfortunately doesn't sort very well with the bigger stacks. So it was getting filled up, even though it wasn't full. So I've gone ahead and set this up just to get going and get our things here. Now, also I have connected this with a storage bus on the controller, so it is actually even connected into my A system along with the farm, the Estance. So yeah, we are good there. The crystals I have, I pulled them out and put them into the A system before I hooked that up, so they're actually not. Also, I should probably do by name. That way they wouldn't be jumping around. That would make that easier, actually. I'm just so used to doing it by the amount. But if I put these all back in, they should go in the drawers. As that has told me that I am lying. Maybe I should priority 10. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that stuff is going there. I did leave room for the other crystals that we are going to be doing. So I think we got enough for the next structure. We needed the 36 more of those. We needed 24 of those. And one of those. Oh, I need 4 more modifiers. All right. Well, I'm going to do that in between episodes. We don't need to do that right now. But I figured before we end, why don't we start looking at this? I'm curious at how involved, because this seems like such a difficult mod, and I was wondering like how in depth the quest book is. There is also a guidebook for this whole thing, so that is also something I need to look at. But why don't we do this now? As you know, there is just hundreds of fuels for Nuclearcraft, especially now that it's been enhanced. Usually I start out with LEU 235, and it says you can do any of these for this quest. It just wants one, and you even need to process it before you put it in the reactor. Usually you just do the LEU 235 or whatever and throw that in the reactor, which obviously we don't have built yet. But apparently you have to turn it into an oxide, nitride, or zirconium alloy fuel pellet. Now each of these do have different, yeah, so that this doesn't look like this goes in a, this doesn't go in a thing anymore. You have to turn it into a pellet. So there is that. So all of them give different heat criticality. That sounds terrifying. I think we'll just go for the very basic one. We have a bunch of 235. from all our processing of the uranium. Maybe I should do a recipe for this. Let's do... Oh, we get 9 from that. I feel like that... Is that way more than usually... Isn't it usually 1? Maybe I'm... No, I don't want... I want to look at the recipe. Yeah. We get 9 from that. I feel like... Isn't it usually 1? You do the 235 and the 8 uranium-238 and you get 1 pellet? Isn't that usually? I mean, that's kind of cool if that makes that much easier. We should have this automated. Yeah. Because I use those for the whatchamacallits, those platings that I was getting. Alright, so there is 2 LE... I'm like, is there radiation in... Okay, good. There's no, like, radiation. I was like, that wouldn't be fun. And then to get the oxide, I guess, is through a fluid infuser. All right. So the question is, how do we want to get oxygen for Nuclearcraft stuff? I am producing oxygen over here with this setup, but I think I would probably want to do a separate setup. I'll do the Nuclearcraft. Root, it's basically an electrolyzer. Is the easiest way, I think, to get oxygen from that. I'm probably going to set up like a whole... I never use this. Let me just break that, get that out of the way. I'll probably set up a whole thing for it. Let me craft up this last thing and we'll be right back. And there we go. There is the electrolyzer. I'm just going to set this up really quick and probably call it there for today. Next episode, yeah, I guess we'll get more into this. Now, I think I'm going to do... I don't think water... No, water can't go in there. I'm just going to throw it there. So you don't even need it right there. I can throw it up on top of this. And we'll do this. Extract. Let me... Red. There's the water. We're getting our hydrogen and oxygen. And I think we can just do... I don't know if the... I don't know if the hydrogen will go in there. I'm doing the wrong one. Yep. Alright. I was a little worried about that. I need to get the oxygen in there. Probably fluid filter. I don't think I have... Nope. I don't have a thing for the fluid filters. Let's just do that. Oxygen, Nuclearcraft. There we go. All right, so there we go. There is the LEU. What is it? Low efficiency or low something. I can never remember what the E stands for. Low energy, low. I don't remember. Efficiency, maybe. But there we go. There is that. And our first quest complete. This does give us a couple things, which I am actually going to throw on that. Or maybe the rock crusher. I don't know. I need more of those speed things. But, alright. So we got our hydrogen. I don't know what I want to do with that. But we got those. And yeah, I guess we'll just continue working along here. It looks like it wants heavy water. We'll start pumping that tomorrow. It's a relatively easy process, except for the recipe has been changed to be a little more difficult, but that's not a problem. But we'll do that, and I will get the thing upgraded to the next tier so we can start getting the next crystal, and it'll start speeding up.